Jabhat al-Nusra, the al-Qaeda affiliate in Syria, will leave many of its major positions along the front line with the Islamic State. Over the weekend, the militant group declared that it would neither oppose nor aid the upcoming Turkish and coalition-led effort against the Islamic State in Aleppo province. Jabhat al-Nusra understands that it risks to become the main target of the so-called anti-ISIS Turkish-US operation, which is already targeting Kurds and the Assad government forces, but not ISIS. A retreat by Jabhat al-Nusra from its positions in northern Aleppo, even if it loses territory directly under its control, is advantageous for the group in a number of ways. Probably, Jabhat al-Nusra will try to consolidate its forces on other fronts to attack the Syrian government and Kurds weakened by Turkey, the United States, and its moderate rebels. Islamic State has been intensifying an offensive on a group of towns and villages at the heart of a so-called ISIS-free zone US and Turkish authorities say they want to establish in northern Syria. Fierce fighting erupted Tuesday. Islamic extremists in the town of Maria, 25 kilometers north of Aleppo. In the past few days, Islamic State forces have attacked several villages inside the proposed buffer zone, including Asenboln, Al-Iyon, and Hor al-Naher, in a bid to cut off Syrian rebel factions from supply lines into Turkey. Thus, the US-Turkish buffer zone became a zone of the free ISIS expansion. The US and Turkish actions to establish a no-fly zone for all non-coalition forces, including Syrian government, provide an additional effort for the terrorists. Furthermore, the US President Barack Obama has authorized using air power to defend US-backed moderate rebels in Syria if it is attacked by Syrian government forces. Likely the US is preparing to defend ISIS from Assad because at the moment it's the only moderate rebel group keeping and gaining the ground in the buffer zone. Meanwhile, clashes between Syrian troops and militant forces have been reported around Tbilisi, Homs province. Government troops also countered an Islamic State attempt to take control of the area around Jazal oil field in Homs province. In Rif Dameshq province, government troops and Hezbollah fighters fought Islamic rebels in the area of Daraya and Zabdani. Fighting is going on in the Jobor neighborhood of Damascus. In Aleppo province, government forces have been clashing against Islamic rebels in the Al-Rashtin, Al-Sakur, and Jamia al-Zahra neighborhoods. A flurry of meetings have been taking place as stakeholders in the Syrian conflict attempt to work out a solution of the Syrian crisis. The US and its allies push for a power-sharing agreement to replace the government of Syrian President Assad. Nonetheless, the Russian foreign minister said that it couldn't be a peaceful solution of the conflict without involving Assad government, and Moscow would not like to see any influential country involved in the situation around Syria, hoping for a military solution to President Assad's fate because that would mean the country would be taken over by ISIS.